best stories in sports. This is an E60 feature presentation.
The sports video game. For more than half a century, mankind has tried to conceive it, create it, and conquer it.
My favorite old school basketball game was Bulls vs. Blazers.
Shoot it!
Or double dribble.
Boom shakalaka.
When somebody told me that they were gonna do a video game of myself, I'm like, really?
Punch Out. I said, hey Mike, let's do this video game, and it became the biggest game in history.
All these games are a way for you to live vicariously through a character.
All sports video games have, probably in the last decade, have just become so real.
The technology has come so far, it was like the TV screen had come alive.
The evolution of video games has gone through the roof.
Thousands of games. Millions of players. Infinite programs. And it all began with 2 sticks and a ball.
The number of people that have said that they met their husband or wife while playing Pong is extraordinary. The very first video game was done by a guy named Willie Higginbotham in 1958 using an oscilloscope, and he chose a ping pong game as well. I put myself through college working at an amusement park, so I really, on a very visceral level, sort of had games into my DNA at that point. We needed to have a system that was not just a single game, but could play a plethora of games. And that's where the cartridge-based system was really generated. I founded Atari and over 50 other games and started the video game revolution.
Okay, Atari, let's see your best pitch.
The Atari video computer system is 20 cartridges with 1,300 game variations you play on your own TV set.
Well, I grew up on the Atari 2600. The early golf games were really super easy. If you didn't make an eagle or something like that, it was done. You just hit the reset button and start all over again.
Just the competition. Me and my sister playing against each other and trying to beat each other.
When Mattel Electronics asked me to compare their Intellivision games with Atari, I gave it a try. I compared Atari baseball with Intellivision and found Intellivision played much more like real baseball.
A great game just dials it in so you get lost. You get lost in this fantasy that you are the man. You are in control.
We bring the arcade experience home because your vision is our vision. ColecoVision.
It was rock and roll time, and then all of a sudden, bam, hard stop. The games stopped improving. The customer said, not so interested, and they moved on.
3 years passed. The evolution paused until NES and a new legion of sports games.
I love the original Nintendo ice hockey game. That was fantastic. Excite Bike. Yeah, that was a great one.
You know, I used to play the games back in the day like Jordan vs. Bird.
RBI Baseball. The first game ever to use real Major League names.
Whenever you have stars, you can always get a halo effect by engaging them in your product.
Remember that Mike Tyson boxing game where you would be the little dude and you have to dodge him like this, you jump up like this. I was like, wow, is Mike Tyson a hobbit?
Did he live in the Keebler elf house? He probably did. But you know what? He can still mess you up.
That came from left field. What did you say just now?
I never got to Mike Tyson, the big fat guy. King Hippo, I could never beat him.
You no longer had to fight your way to Mike Tyson. Punching a code, and I'm Mike appeared.
Well, I never passed Glass Joe, of course.
When Ice Ice Baby came out, I was 16 years old, going around the world in the back of a tour bus, just this little cubicle, but with a TV, Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl. Not only the first game to have real NFL players, it had real NFL plays.
We had this offense at that time called the run and shoot. Everywhere I went around the country, people always told me they played me on Tecmo Bowl.
Never played the game, witnessed somebody play it once. If you had to pick a team, you either be the Raiders and pick Bo Jackson, or you be the Giants and pick Lawrence Taylor, because Lawrence Taylor stopped everybody. But if you put the Bo in there from the Tecmo Bowl guy, trust me, 4th down and 62, up the middle.
Tecmo Bowl is the best game ever invented, still to this day. Come get some of this on Tecmo Bowl. I'll kill it and grill it.
Sega Genesis does 16-bit sports strategy. You can't do this on Nintendo.
And from Sega's core, a legend was born. John Madden Football.
Get my guys in there. The first thing that Coach said is it has to be 11 on 11, because that's real football.
You just can't play a game where you have an offense against a defense. They'll say, what down is it? First down? Boom, I get these guys, boom, boom.
Red! Green! But
Madden just integrated so many things into the video game that are on the field. You know, kids understand the language of the game. It really just took the football video game to a different level.
It's a fake. He puts it up right.
The announcers really caused an enhancement to the fantasy. Listen to how the crowd is going wild.
Payday! The crowd goes wild.
I am a god. Video games gave the feeling of being a sports hero to the 97-pound weekly.
To see yourself, your face on a video game and know there's millions of children that's going out playing you and having you slam dunk. It was awesome to see me and Zoe as just being a part of something that big.
He's on fire!
Probably one of the worst games in EA history. Shaq Fu.
I have never heard of Shaq Fu. What is that?
Meanwhile, Madden Football moved forward. By 1995, Madden had nearly every NFL player on every NFL team.
Any NFL quarterback can hurt you when he has time to throw.
The next best thing to actually being on the field on Sunday is putting yourself into games. And when we had create a player for the first time, that was game-changing.
I always wanted to be a football player when I was young and growing up, so that's why I play Madden, because that's the closest I'm ever going to get.
We wanted you to know what it feels like in a Major League box. Sega's new World Series Baseball. It's more like real life.
In 1996, sports video games went from the small screen to the big screen.
I found out about swingers by watching the movie. A buddy of mine says, hey, you gotta watch this movie. You're in it. And I was like, what do you mean I'm in it? I didn't film any movie.
It's not even so much me as it's Ronick. He's good. Oh, is that right? Elio steals to Ronick. Score, Oh, my. Oh! That was pretty. But that was pretty, Sue. Check this out on the instant replay. Dude, do not. You said it was fucking shit. Check it out. Look at it. Look at it.
Yes, it's a great shot.
If you weren't playing
great
this, look at it. Look at it and tell me.
Come on,
Why do you think they put the instant replay in the fucking game?
To have your son look at you and say, Dad, I'm playing you in the video game. You scored 27 goals. Sick.
You know what, Mike? You can make their heads bleed on this one.
Make somebody's head bleed.
There it is, Mikey. Check it out. His head's bleeding. Mikey, check it out. His legs, Little Wayne's legs are shit all over. What are you doing?
The Sega Genesis processed more than 60 colors on screen.
PlayStation.
The Sony PlayStation 1, more than 16 million.
At some point, the name Tony Hawk just became synonymous with video game as opposed to a person, and so I met people that didn't know I was actually a real person.
Now we're doing motion capture. The detailing is absolutely incredible. Everyone has the people that they look up to in sports. For me, it was Ali and Jordan. I've been very lucky to have kids that have chosen me, and I think that's incredible for the game.
I was actually in Tiger Woods 04. I was in the game. So you're looking at a video game personality, star, and legend, okay?
Yeah, he was. He had a total pimp-looking outfit. You know, he was dialed in.
Once the Nintendo Wii took hold, Wii became part of the game. Armed with the Xbox Kinect, the user became the controller.
Video games used to be so one-dimensional. You have big tournaments now. You have Madden tournaments. You have guys now making a career out of playing video games.
Halfback gets the ball, and he finds the end zone.
And now we're able to do it online and compete against anybody anywhere around the world.
Today, sports video games generate more than $1 billion in the US. The games run 3,000 times faster than the original Atari.
Nowadays, you can recognize the faces in the helmet of a football game. It's insane, actually.
From the entrance to the mannerisms and my body language, my swagger, that's captured. You get a chance to be Stone Cold Steve Austin and feel like you are that person.
The sports video game plays on. The future is here. The evolution continues.
Either run some fast laps, try one.
We're moving pretty fast, guys. Let's try to slow it down a little bit and enjoy those Pong days.
I'm constantly trying to figure out what's next, what's wonderful just around the corner. Sports video games, the best is yet to come.